How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddison here. It's time for another episode of The Originals with episode 15 of this season. We had that wedding, we had Cole dying, we had a wedding and a funeral. Well, we didn't have a funeral per se, but someone still died, of course, with Cole. Of course, there is the idea that Cole will return. Rebekah has made good promise on that, but for the time being, we are not expecting Cole to come back anytime soon. So, yeah. But who did come back, despite Death trying to come for him, is Finn, of course, with the help of Freya. So, yeah, but it should be very, very interesting to see where things will go with this episode. Dahlia will be on her way. Freya has made warning of that, so that's going to be an absolute blast. This is episode number 15 of the original season 2. Let's go.
Ancient maniacal Aunt Dahlia's, I would think that you would applaud my efforts.
Why, if it's my applause,
We're on a group chat.
You shouldn't have dashed off in a bloody huff.
All right. Can you two at least try and stay focused on what's best for Hope's safety?
I would like nothing more.
I love how they're arguing like this group chat.
You're on the same team. Stupid bloody magic.
Ah, Christ. Yes, Marcella. Now he knows.
There's more of them on the way. We should probably go.
Freya, that is for the best. He's a monster.
He wasn't a monster to me.
Well, he changed after you were
Yeah. Again, you've missed out on a lot.
That he would go back to being himself, but he never did.
You haven't spoken a word for 30 minutes. 31. I'll answer for you. Thank you.
You've been exactly timing it.
Moment.
Are you all right?
Barely. The attackers knew me, Elijah. Not Mimi, but this. Her, whoever she is.
Yeah, it seems like they want the original
we find them and show
person
them
rather
their
than
angers and
Rebekah.
lies?
You'd want to mask Josephine as an eccentric old bat with no love for vampires. Your charms might not work as well as you think.
My charms are quite adaptable, Marcellus. Let me assure you.
He's like, don't doubt me. I'm quite charming. Rude. And trouble is back. Love it.
We should adapt for our audience, yes?
And you, dark suit on the left side of your closet, or identical dark suit on the right.
Hey, don't. Hey.
Thank you so much.
Man.
Okay, listen to this respect. Elijah pulls off the drip well.
I appreciate your concern. But why don't you let me worry about the pack?
He's gonna spearhead them, so any concerns?
Surprising how little
Oh,
he values
no.
your input.
Which I clearly can't do whilst occupying someone else's lips.
Did you
Did I what?
want to kiss me?
No.
Well, reviving the
Are you
ship.
sure about that?
100 bloody %.
We're reviving the ship.
Quite clean. Could be a hex or amnesia. I figured you'd have an idea who she is, or maybe a way to find out.
Oh, this is risky.
I've never seen her before,
This is risky.
but
The color of my hair. You said it would remind you of me while you were in battle. That I'd be by your
Who could
side no
possibly
matter how
know
far
that
afield you traveled.
apart from the girl in
Good
question?
night.
I don't.
Oh, this is the most emotional we've seen Michael in like a present day setting.
Many times do I have to tell you this isn't an obligation?
She's happy to be married to you.
Are you talking
had-
about sex?
Okay.
The unification.
Put on some Marvin Gaye and light some candles and
No, not happening.
or I go and feed the baby.
Still on children to channel their power.
She Eva.
That'd be you.
Okay. That's a great history. Oh, there we go.
You're having a panic attack.
Had a feeling. No, it's not a panic attack. Damn.
Inhabited against their will.
And I can put an end to all of it.
With all due respect, I can believe that. As much as I believe I will play my violin again someday.
Oh. Alright, there's no need! There's no need for the shade!
You don't speak for all of them. You know, I can't believe I dressed up and learned how to play Beethoven. I hate Beethoven.
And what do you like, young lady? If not for Beethoven, then what?
Could be something more modern. Beyonce.
Can trust. And I say that as someone who doesn't trust easily. Or
Damn.
really.
Gia!
I suppose.
Look at her
I should
go!
just hear you out, Mr. Michelson.
Gia has won this. Absolutely great.
Leave him, Father. Bloodshed is merely a distraction. We have important matters to attend to.
Wow. No, a simple smoke grenade or whatever would have sufficed.
One of the witches that is...
If I am to relinquish someone like her into your custody, I will require someone equally powerful in return.
Let me guess, Davina.
The Tremay Coven wants Vincent Griffith returned. How you expel your brother Finn from his body is your concern.
Okay, that works.
Consider it.
In the very place that the ancestors call home.
You're a fool if you think the ancestors give a damn about you.
They may not care for me, brother, but they hate you.
That's good enough for him. Oh my god! Yeah, he dodged that, unlike you a couple of episodes ago.
Suffer.
Didn't say this bacon, though, is it? Aren't they? Yeah. Oh!
Didn't answer my call.
Well, I was a little bit busy.
You weren't when you declined his call.
Marcel, don't. He's just a father trying to protect his child. He doesn't deserve to die for it.
And plus, like, Rebekah
I was only a
sympathizes
parent
with
for a few
him.
months, but I felt that same instinct.
Oh.
Thank you. For bothering to give a damn about an old flame.
Yeah.
Let him die,
That's
Elijah.
it, though.
want that body returned
There's
unharmed.
a lot of
What else do they
proudness there.
want? A parade? Free broomsticks for
This
all?
alliance could be greatly beneficial to us all.
Yes, well, currying some witch's favor does not concern me.
It should.
Shit.
Witches'
Oh!
eyes can prove valuable.
Oh, Elijah!
Don't worry, brother. I won't let them hurt you.
That gem! That gem's insane!
Sleep.
Bloody boy!
Walling Cottage.
And was it not also you who led Finn on his vile mission to take Hope's life?
The threat to Hope came from Finn, not me. The brother
I don't
knew
know,
would
though.
never have stooped to threaten a child. Our mother
But
destroyed
the first
him.
one of a new generation is gonna
Like
have
she
your
did
worst
me.
nightmare come back.
You.
And yes.
You have no idea what it took to escape her, or what I lost in the trying. Her punishment will be profound.
See, I
You know how to stop.
like the idea she's gonna be out for Dahlia.
Given the proper materials.
Or
yes.
against her, should I say.
I've sent for.
I may be willing to accept your identity, Freya. Doesn't mean I trust you.
Then I will look forward to earning that trust.
Well, hopefully, because shenanigans on this show, yeah, they are very, very frequent, so go on. Jeez. Now we can finally do it. Eagers!
I mean, it makes sense why you won't kiss me.
It's
God's
why I
sake.
wouldn't kiss you if I wanted to,
Yeah.
which I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, bud.
I won't let any more wolves die, Cos.
Michael is a threat to our child.
Michael is a threat to you. The pack
Yeah.
will protect Hope if he comes.
comes, but I'm not gonna let you use them just to settle your old scores.
Let me be as clear as possible.
I mean, it's...
Your pack.
But if you ever use her to try to manipulate me again, it will be the last time that you see either of us.
Boom, Queen! Damn! Love it!
I don't recall hearing a nice job, Gia. Really appreciate the help.
Yes, forgive me. I was a little tied up trying to prevent Niklas from being...
Well,
Niklas. Yes, nice job, Gia. Really appreciate the help.
I told you, you needed a woman to mess things up for you.
Wait. These two are definitely good. Oh my god! Yeah!
A new day is coming.
It's a new day!
Whether we like it or not. The question is, will you control it? Or will it control you?
Oh.
We live in a new world, which is precisely why the wolves need a new leader. Someone chosen by the wolves.
He's just stirring the drama.
Future.
There's gonna be a power struggle now.
You.
Oh no, wait. Is this, Eva?
You kid should know better.
Shit.
It's not safe being out this late. Little bit.
No, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, is this dreams or whatever? These are just dreams, aren't they? Or maybe not, I don't know. But that is not good. That's quite dark. That is quite... I mean, to be fair, what was described about Eva was, pretty horrifying. But yeah, I mean, it was... dark. Very dark. So, yeah, I mean, it makes no... it's no shock that Klaus is definitely going to take matters into his own hands. All in the name of how he perceives his way of protecting Hope is better than what Haley has subscribed to. It's not going to end well, though, but we'll see. But interesting stuff with this episode. Alright, so originally I did a review. And I wasted like 15 minutes of it because it did not record. So yeah. And I decided, okay, I'm going to walk the dog and whatnot after this because, yeah, it's nice outside. So that's why my hair's a little bit damp. So, yeah. And here we go. Take 2. Cool. Anyways, so I do suspect that it could still be a dream, Rebekah, or Eva, should I say, killing those kids, because that was a hunch that I had. Because otherwise, we've got some very trippy split personality thing that I don't believe we've seen before when it comes to, well, specifically an original possessing a witch. We didn't see it with Cole. We didn't see it with Finn. When it and you know, there is heavy emphasis on Vincent as well. So whereas with Cole's persona, we didn't really get that. But yeah, like there'd had to be some explaining to do. Obviously, they will get to it, but it's not something we've seen before. It's the point. Whereas with flashbacks and all of that, that is still pretty... I mean, we had Freya try to give Klaus... Well, she was offering the power of flashback in terms of, you know, explaining certain details about her identity. So, I mean, it's possible that she could be having nightmares, especially since her ideals of children and Eva's do seem to clash. So, yeah. But it should be very interesting to see where things will go this story, because it does give Rebekah a bit of a story contending with these nightmares, or you know, even if Eva is somehow gonna kind of control. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be split personality. There might be a sense of control. Maybe. But again, that would probably require a little bit of explaining, I would imagine, because of the fact that, well, we didn't see Vincent fight. We didn't see Vincent fight Finn, so yeah. But it's going to be very interesting to go into Rebekah's story and all of that in terms of her fending off Eva. But again, in the beginning, I mean, I had a feeling those witches that were chasing after Rebekah, I had a feeling that they weren't chasing Rebekah specifically, otherwise they would have had some kind of super sense to be able to identify Eva and Rebekah. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going after Eva, and with Rebekah, she was going to carry a lot of baggage when it came. See, this is where, like, the prank goes a little bit too far, Cole. I know he had no awareness, I'm imagining, about who Rebekah was going to possess. It was just a prank, just zip her into a witch body rather than her original body, and then boom. But the prank's gone a little bit too far now, seemingly, considering the fact that Eva's pretty much a wanted person. So, yeah, and, you know, those dead kids, it's a lot of baggage. Like I said, with Rebekah, she does have a bit of a... Like, she even said when it came to Hope, she was practically a mother, which, you know, there's no disputing that, I guess. It's more so the case of, I mean, she was practically looking after, Hope, wasn't she? And now we've got this whole situation where, she's possessing someone who, you know, pretty much kills kids. I mean, she did with that one guy, and then, yeah. So, yeah, it's quite the conflict, isn't it? And it's going to be very interesting to see how we do sort this kerfuffle out, because I don't imagine her to go back into her, especially if she's going to try and find a way to bring Cole back. I don't imagine her to go back to her original body anytime soon. So she's got to contend with bringing Cole back, but also having the French Quarter basically on her ass, basically. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was very interesting to go into the dilemma as well with Klaus chirping at Aiden's ear, basically, questioning Jackson's leadership. Oh, he's not been there. You want to take a stand. You want to stand tall for your community. Obviously, the whole idea of Klaus, because Jackson's not going to cave. I mean, Haley's spoken for him. Like, look, this is happening whether you like it or not, and Klaus is gonna challenge that, like I said. So yeah, but this is all for, like, he doesn't mind the sacrifices on when it comes to Jackson's wolves and all of that, as long as Hope is protected. That's all that matters. So especially now that Michael has awoken. I was wondering how long that was going to take. I'm still waiting for Esther to come back, but not that Frey's going to be fussed anytime soon as well. So, yeah. But we'll get more onto that in a bit. Yeah, I mean, this is going to have ramifications, as it would do when it comes to the originals, where Klaus is just going to be just completely disloyal to Haley and just try to stir shit when it comes to Aiden challenging Jackson's leadership. So yeah, it's gonna be messy, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna not just be messy when it comes to Jackson versus Aiden potentially, but once Haley catches wind of this shit stirring. So yeah, and we might be seeing fractures when it comes to this community. I do hope that, like, especially maybe with Josh's help, Aiden will pull away from Klaus, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, the challenge is potentially there, and we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. It was also really great to see Gia and Elijah in this episode with them two. I guess eventually getting together. I mean, I did feel like there was potential when it comes to Gia and Elijah, but of course it's going to be it's going to escalate when it comes to obviously Haley marrying Jackson, and well, we know how Elijah was in the last episode. The guy was eating Ben and Jerry's, but with so I don't expect it to be a long time thing when it comes to Gia and Elijah. It's just one of those hot sessions, and for Elijah to blow off steam, and well, same with Gia, I guess. Especially since she's mentioned she's been dismissed by Marcel in terms of any kind of loving sentiment. So both Gia and Elijah are in a bit of a rut, and well, I mean, to be fair, I did feel like ever since she became a vampire and Elijah took the honors of, I guess, educating her, really. I had a feeling that something was going to brew between them, and boom, here we are. So, and it's not just that though, but like, it's just the molding in terms of Elijah's sophistication and all of that, bestowing that upon Gia. It's like, yeah. So, yeah, but I did really, really love the way that Gia interacted with Josephine, I think her name was, and especially with the whole idea of how she differs, I guess, when it comes to like, there is with Josephine, and I did really, really love her comments in regards to how Elijah operated compared versus I guess Gia, because there is a certain level of, like, I don't know, manipulation, something along those lines. So yeah, and with Gia, she's able to go off. She's able to be little bit rebellious, I guess. Be her own person, which, you know, goes in contention with, I don't know what Josephine said about you know, monsters wearing human skin. I think that's what she called it when it came to Elijah. So yeah. So it was kind of apt, really, in terms of, well, Gia's trying to be her own individual. She's trying to be you know, her own person, and not, you know, cater to certain sophistications. Just, you know, that jazz number, it was all her, wasn't it? So yeah, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. And yeah, Freya is again a very interesting case, because again, and it's like what Elijah said, I don't think trust is necessarily established. I think we're warming to her a little bit. So yeah, but especially since, I mean, she did deal with Finn. I assume Finn will come back in some capacity down the line. I hope, because, you know, the actor who was playing Finn was just incredible. So, and it would feel a little anticlimactic if that. Well, I mean, obviously Vincent was. Well, Finn needed to be purged, and Vincent needed to come back in regards to, you know, the deal that was made. I mean, this still could open the door for Vincent to be a thing, maybe. I don't know. But again, it would kind of feel a little anticlimactic, wouldn't it? So Finn's got to come back in some capacity. But yeah, it was just really, really neat stuff when it comes to Freya, and obviously her interactions with Klaus, but more notably Elijah, because there was the shock from Elijah there. So yeah. And Michael, again, just being under, if he, you know, if he had a nickel for every time he was being controlled by a witch this season, he'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it must be annoying for it to happen twice, because it did seem that there was a bit of control from Freya, when obviously Michael went to confront Aiden. So yeah, but yeah, yeah, Klaus is going to be absolutely skeptical you know, through Freya's shenanigans this with her return, especially with Michael on the loose. And Elijah, again, when it comes to Elijah, and he speaks for me as well. Like we want to be tentative, don't we, when it comes to Freya? And she has made further warnings in regards to Dahlia. So again, just solidifying the fact that she's most likely going to be the main villain when it comes to probably episode 17 onwards of this season. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I feel like with Freya, she's choosing her own side, in a sense, because I've been trying to pinpoint where Freya is going to be. Like, we thought, okay, is she going to side with Finn? Nope, apparently not. And of course, she's not going to side with Dahlia. I mean, does seem to be a lacking of gratitude, understandably, considering Dahlia does seem to be a little bit of a monster. So, yeah. So yeah, it's and of course, you know, she's been doing these things like freeing Rebekah. So it doesn't really feel like she has a determined side, probably what is best for her. So yeah. And you know, Elijah, of course, is as he said, not establishing trust at the minute, which is smart because, well, we are yet to get an idea on Freya, so yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen because again, Freya is a very, very interesting character at the minute, and I am really liking her presence on the show. So yeah, but and I really enjoyed as well the interactions with her and Michael, mainly because it brought a softer element to Michael, which, if anything, it's something we've seen little to none of. This softer side. I mean, to be fair, he thought that Freya died, and understandably, there was a lacking of trust when it comes to, you know, if she was telling the truth about her identity. And he completely broke. So it was just absolutely overwhelming. I mean, obviously, she was going to have nothing to do with Esther, because considering she hates her guts, but not so much with Michael. But it was really interesting to see. But yeah, this was a really interesting episode of the originals. So yeah, again, we'll have to wait and see if Rebekah, if that was a split personality thing going on, or maybe she's just having a bad nightmare. I'm hoping it's the latter. Rebekah does not need that on her plate, as well as, I mean, she's already dealing with the baggage, and she's still going to be dealing with that when she wakes up, but hopefully it's not a split personality thing. So, yeah, mainly for Rebekah's sake. I'll see you guys next time then. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!